going on, guys? Well, it's delivery day. So as you can see, I'm loaded up in the truck, got the trailer connected, heading out to Quaid Harley-Davidson to go take a look at this new 2023 Road Glide CVO. Beautiful bike. Thing just looks gorgeous. As you saw from my previous video, a little teaser that it was in. Just a sweet looking bike. And looking forward to going and meeting with the folks out there and seeing what kind of deal we can get, and hopefully come away with one of those things and bring it home and start using it on the channel. So Quaid's an awesome place. Dealt with them before. I purchased my Road Glide ST from there, as you guys saw from all the videos I did and the mods that I did on that bike. So great experience. See no reason why I wouldn't have another one, and we'll keep you posted. So once we get there, I'll continue doing some more shots and show the dealership and introduce you to some of the folks out there and see what happens. All right, take care. All right, guys, well, we made it. As you can see, I'm out front of Quaid Harley-Davidson out here in Loma Linda. So I'm gonna get my things together and start getting ready to head in and start taking a look at the bike and see what's going on. So back in a minute. All right, guys, well, we're done. The deal is finished, the paperwork signed. I own myself a 2023 Dark Platinum Road Glide CVO. Man, is it a beautiful bike. So as you can see, we're going through right now, getting everything ready to go. It's got a full tank of gas. It's all cleaned up and ready on there. I've got docking hardware on there. What an awesome job these guys did. Held true to a great deal. Super nice people. I'm all quated up with hat and shirt, got some keychains. It's great. Awesome experience. Make sure you guys come out and check them out. Give them a chance before you go anywhere else. You will not regret it. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go around through the quick walk around with Rich, who's my sales guy, and then we're gonna get it loaded up and start heading home. See you in a minute. All right, guys, here it is. Rich is working on getting everything all set up so we can do our walk around. But man, take a look at this bike. Look how beautiful it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Man, the design and everything that they did is just groundbreaking. Absolutely love it. He's going to cover all the goodies that come with it here in a second. You can see the docking hardware on there, the speakers, there's the seat, the bar redesign, got the huge screen, you got these adjustable air deflectors. This, man, just gorgeous. And the back of the bike looks absolutely outstanding. So clean, I don't have to go do another turn signal elimination on it like I had to do on the other one, so that's always a good thing. So awesome. All right, okay, Rich, how you doing?
How you doing?
Thanks so much for working with me and everything you guys did. Amazing job. Amazing job. Second bike I bought with you guys. I will be back. Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, 2023 Road Glide CVO.
Awesome.
This is a new style. My opinion, badass. It really is. I'll kind of go over with a couple things.
All right.
You get bags, travel bags for each saddlebag, plus one headset in each one. Get a custom cover for your CVO, and here's the other bag. You got Rockford speakers in the lids, both of them in the rears. You got your docking hardware, so you can do a tour pack or just a backrest on it. CVO comes with double keys, locks, saddlebags, and everything. You got your 12-inch screen, 12.2-inch screen. can turn that on for you. You got the bin that opens up and lets some air in for you, or you can block it off, however you want to adjust it. This is a 12-inch screen. As you can see, this is totally new for 2023. Even your Road Glide STs and specials do not have this.
Yeah.
This year they came out with the little taller risers and bars, a little bit taller than the normal CVOs. I mean the Road Glides. Gas tank, a little different too. No more gas cap.
Is there a locking option upgrade for those?
I believe there is a locking option for it. I heard another gentleman talking about it.
Okay. And so the difference between this, the difference between this and the Street Glide is the bars are exposed.
Correct.
Where the Street Glide is still encapsulated inside the fairing, right?
Correct. Which is true, and the Street Glide has a little tray right here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the accessory tray.
Out, and the Road Glide has them right here.
Gotcha. And those angle down more.
Yeah, they seem a little bit bigger, but they go straight down. Versus the older ones go out sideways.
Yeah, and those have like a push lock on them too to help secure your stuff,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Now I really like how they've closed this off right here for your knees.
Correct.
Because that way it reduces the air that comes by you and blows up in your face when you're going down the road. I think that's a unique thing. Plus, I love these adjustable air deflectors right there, which are just really awesome. And of course the 121, we can't forget that.
Right, and I do like the spoiler kit that they have on it that hides that frame. I think it makes it look more custom than when they're open.
Yeah, because on my Road Glide ST, I had to add that on there.
Correct.
Looks like this one's separated. Oh no, it's not, it's just sitting there separate. Okay. The old ones, they went across and butted right up to the fairing.
Yeah, it actually, yeah.
This one's got a gap, which is actually better for vibration, I think.
This also comes, like I said, with the 121 motor. It's got the blacked out chrome. It's got the wire wheels, which I actually love. I like the look of it. It's got inverted forks, Brembo brakes, all the LED lighting, all new design front fairing on it. Once the bike came out, I just fell in love with it.
Can you hit the turn signals for me? Oh yes, so much better. Much better. And actually labeling them Brembo brakes instead of having the Harley on them now too.
Correct. I like to bring the Brembo brakes.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. My Rocket has Brembo brakes and shows that on there. I think it's great that they did that.
So now I'll show you that they changed up. They got the whole new design for the controls. Starting on, there's your on. Instead of having second one over here, it's the same one. You just push it.
Oh, you don't have to hold it.
You don't have to hold it. You just hit it, it starts. All the gauges come out. You've got your turn signal, you got your mode right here. When it turns around, puts it in sport mode, rain mode, or touring mode. Both of them are going to put it in sport mode. Back to it. There we go. To the radio, volume, instead of being on the left side now, it's on the right side. The top one turns the volume up, and you'll see it to the right side of it.
Oh, sounds nice.
To change the station, you just go sideways with it. You see it move?
Yep.
Okay. Hazards are the same place up on top. On the left side, you have your traction control. You also have your mileage. It'll show you right here. You got a trip A. It'll show you air pressure in front and rear tires and labels it out for you. There's your north, east, west. Trip A, same thing. You hold it down, clears it. There's your trip B. Temperature, fuel reserve. Back to the air pressure again. Now on this left side over here, you have your cruise control up on the top. You're gonna push it right here. It'll show it to you right here. You got your, it'll set it, and then you go up or down with it. Go faster or go slower. You want to turn it off, just hit the button. Or besides each brake, we'll turn it off. Back over here, we see my finger. Is your high beam, flick it up. Is your high beam, you'll see the little blue light on your panel. click it down. But if you're passing a car or want to signal somebody, you just hit it with your finger. It's a toggle switch also.
Nice.
And you can do that. Down right here, on the top left right here, we'll change the modes to it. And you can toggle down. It'll tell you about your motorcycle, about the settings, phone, but you need a speaker for that. Let's go to settings, I'll show you where that goes. There's your device manager, you go to sound, you go to display. It's got 3 settings for you. So you can change the design of that. System, ride modes, your tuner, hook up your phone to it, your Wi-Fi. It's got everything for you. You got your return button right here. You're gonna go back. There we go. Now you got your back to radio right here.
Now this is a similar design to the Pan America controls, right?
Correct. I was a little leery at first on it, to be honest with you, when I saw the design. But I like the way it's set up. The Pan America is plastic. These are all cast metal, and I really like everything about it. One thing I just got to tell you, if you need a grip with no more knob, it's push button. So if you push it, it shows you right there on the screen. You can see it go off and on.
Oh, so much better.
Yes.
Because if you're gripping and riding,
just push it real quick.
you actually turn your grips off.
Correct. And turn it off, you shoot your button, it shuts it down.
Now, what size is that new screen now?
That's 12.2.
12.2.
Yeah.
Man, that's a big difference from what, 5 inches or something like that?
I think it was 6.5?
6.5?
6.5 to 12.2.
Yeah.
Twice the size.
And no gauges or anywhere present. It's all digital and TFT.
All digital, correct.
That's outstanding. I like the vent control here, and we no longer, so they still don't allow control of those side vents.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. But I think having this deflector
That's what's going to help
is really going to help a lot, I think.
Right.
Because of that.
Stop that. If you get something through there, that's going to catch it off for you.
Absolutely. Man, that's a beautiful bike.
I love the way they did everything. Even the passenger pegs, the design of the pegs.
And you got your shock adjuster right here.
Correct.
So you've got that right there. And also, they've moved the horn assembly down here, which I've seen on other videos. So that makes it nice. And you've got the liquid cool that comes down, and that goes through.
That makes it a lot easier.
That goes through the heads, right?
Correct.
Very cool. Now it says here VVT on the side.
Timing.
Variable valve timing. Okay.
And that'll go with your sport mode, touring mode, or your rain mode. Everything changes as it goes on the fly.
Now, is that supposed to improve performance, improve gas mileage,
both.
improve?
It'll do both. It'll adjust to the riding that you're doing at the time you want to do it.
Awesome. And now Harleys have the newer ones anyway, at least on my lowrider and on my Heritage. It has the safety feature when it's sitting there idle that it'll shut down the rear cylinder until you take off again. Do you know if this does that?
You have to set it, I believe. Yes, it does. It'll roll it back and it'll set it for you.
Okay, cool. Well, that's amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. What a great overview.
Well, you're welcome.
What's our next steps?
Well, I'm going to get the guy to help load it up for you. I'll have to get it down. I'll get credit for you.
Oh, that's awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
All right, welcome.
All right. All right, as you can see, we got the good old Kendon trailer all ready to go. Got the gates down, got the tie downs ready. One of the great things these guys do as part of their service is they offer to assist you in loading up your bike, which I think is pretty cool. Can I do it? Absolutely. Have I done it a lot? Tons, but I think it's really cool that they offer to do that. So they're working on getting a porter over here to get it ridden up on there, and we'll get this guy loaded up, get ready to go home. Here she comes. That's a pretty bike. There you go. Yeah, leave it in gear for me.
Yeah, it's too new. It's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And then all the whole pre-orders and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is there a fan on this thing?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're done. The deal is complete. As you can see in my back window, I got me a new 2023 Road Glide CVO Dark Platinum is the color. So now I got that all squared away. And let me just tell you, Quade did a great job with me. They treated me excellent. I was in real fast, out real fast. They gave me a great tour of the bike. They even loaded the bike up on the trailer for me. So, man, I just can't complain. Everybody was just so nice, and definitely will be coming back and getting another bike here. Just a great experience overall. But now we're on the track back home. Hopefully gonna not catch too much traffic. And I gotta turn this air back on because it is 113 degrees sitting here in the sun, and it is warm. What's going on, guys? Well, we're on the maiden voyage of the new 2023 Road Glide CVO in Dark Platinum. I just got it home. As you can see, I got 7 miles on it now, and I'm on the way to one of my hog meetings just to give it a quick test run. We got some storms coming, so hopefully I'll beat those and not end up riding in the rain, but we'll see what happens. But man, let me tell you, what a nice ride. This thing is just smooth. Suspension's a lot better than on my Road Glide ST. Shifts real nice. The brakes are super responsive. They're actually a little squishy when you come out of it, but it's a gradual pressure. It's kind of hard to explain. So it feels spongy, but it's not. It actually just bites right down and stops you, and does a great job on that. And the Brembo brakes are just awesome. I have them on my Rocket 3, and you know, Harley's had those just branded HDs for a while. But this has hill hold, so I can squeeze and hold the brake on it. You can see the little H pop up there, and if I take off, it'll release itself. Now I don't know if it, well, let's find out. If I take and hold it, there, so you gotta do it for that. Let's see if I put it in neutral. Oh my gosh, they fixed it to where it's in neutral. That's awesome. Alright, let's see what she does on the freeway. How the wind blockage is with this small screen. Definitely got a lot of get up, that's for sure. 121 is nice. Very smooth. Doesn't even feel like I'm going as fast as I am. Not bad on the wind blockage. I mean, I can feel it in my head, but it's not like making my neck tired or anything like that. Currently I have this set in sport mode. I haven't played with any of the stuff. You can see my radio has K-Frog on it, which is a country western station out by my house, but it's impressive. Beautiful clear display. You can see with the weather here, the clouds and everything coming in. We got a hurricane coming in, so we'll see what happens if it makes it or not. Bars are positioned nicely. They seem to be right around a 12 or 14 inch bar. They go down a little bit, which puts a little bit of an odd wrist position, more than I'm used to. But we'll see. I'll eventually probably go back to a different configuration on it because I liked what I had on the Road Glide ST. but we'll see what becomes available because everything is so new for these things. But yeah, very, very impressed with it. Super smooth ride. The suspension in the back definitely feels better. I won't know about the suspension in the front until I'm able to get out on some twisties, but I'm in 6th gear now and just punching it, and she picks right up to 100 with no problem. Very, very nice. Nice display for the turn signals right there in the top left corner. I love not having any gauges down below that I don't gotta look down at. Everything is right there in the front, so very cool with that. You got your fuel gauge on the left, your speedometer on the left, radio station in the middle, in this configuration anyway. And you got your tach, your battery, and then it shows your temperature up at the top, which is cool. You can change it out where you can make it like a touring mode. I haven't played with any of those. I'll do that in another video. Just right now I'm just kind of testing it out and see how it feels. But I have my music in my headset. I'm not using the radio, so that's just my preference. But apparently it sounds pretty good, but I'll test it out and see what it sounds like once I get it down and understand how it all works. In the kit that comes with the bike, you get 2 key fobs, which we showed in the walk around at the dealership. Neat thing I found out that I didn't know, well, I think I knew, but I didn't remember, was that when you lock the bike with the key fob, it automatically locks your bags. That's the coolest thing. It's a design similar to the Indian. I don't know if the previous CVOs did that. I've never had one, so I don't know if that's just a standard CVO feature or if it's a new feature for this bike, but I'm really glad that they did that. I'm also glad with the hill hold, like I mentioned. It used to be that you could only do it in gear. Now they've got it where it goes in neutral, which makes so much more sense as you're sitting there at a signal light and wanting to grab something, take a drink of water, stretch your arm, something like that. You switch your brake hand for your clutch hand and it's just stupid. So I'm glad they changed that and made it work for that direction, so that's cool. I'm cruising at a pretty good speed. I don't have any buffeting. Kind of stuck at a clump of cars here. They're not separating enough for me to feel comfortable to get around them. So we'll see what happens here. I got one brake out, get around this guy. But I can feel the wind buffeting in my shoulders, on my arms, I guess. I haven't played with the deflectors on the sides, but one thing I will say, they blocked off the fairing right down there, and that makes a huge difference with the air coming in from those front vents and up over the tank. It kind of deflects it up a little bit, which may be some of the buffeting I'm feeling like on my chin underneath my helmet because of that redirection. There's like an airflow right here, but man, it's so much better than it was with the previous design, so can't complain at all. Very smooth, very comfortable. Let's get around these guys. I'm connected Bluetooth with my existing 50C. In the kit it comes with, like I said, the 2 fobs, comes with a CVO bike cover, comes with 2 little removable bag inserts. They're not bag liners, they're zip-up bag inserts, so you can pack some stuff inside the bag, zip it up, and then when you get to your destination and want to carry them in, you just pull it out. So that's pretty cool. What else? It comes with a headset, which is a 50S, so it's the new 50 Harley-Davidson brand Senna, but it is not the camera. And so it's got all the parts and things like that for that, to get it configured and set up. I don't need it, I have the 50C, but I can put it on a secondary helmet, so if I ever take a passenger, then we can chat back and forth while we're riding. That'll be nice. But yeah, just a pleasure to ride, feels really good. I enjoy it. It's nice to be back on a Road Glide again since I sold my ST. Been missing it a lot, and I I love these bikes. Also too, as I saw in the video, they have the heel toe shifter, which usually I'm not a big fan of. It just felt like it got in the way, but this one is spread out nice and wide. And I can't show it while I'm riding, obviously, but it's spread out nice and wide so that I don't feel like my boot is cramming in between two shifter pegs, which was the problem on like the Road King when they tried to sell me to put those on there. And I bought some for the Heritage and I just didn't like it. So I don't know, I may keep this on here and play with it, see if I can get used to it. A lot of people say it's better, just easier riding and you don't scuff up your boots. But I'm going to change out the shifter pegs anyway. So we definitely got a lot of weekend cruisers today. Nobody's in a hurry to get anywhere and they're just clumping up on me. Kind of limits me in my ability to shit and get a little bit without being stupid. I gotta wait a little bit before I get stupid. Let the bike break in. Get a little stupid. Yeah, it's got some great little pickup, that's for sure. And I mean, just beautifully hands-free, you know, just well-balanced design. They did a great job in all the changes that they did, I gotta say. Everything that I was complaining about, many other people complained about, they really kind of tried to address that, and I think did a good job in doing so. Talked me into buying one. I wasn't a fan at first, but I'm a fan now. And well balanced. I mean, I'm taking these turns and it's just gliding in, doing really nice, super nice. All right, so now we can see here, sitting in a signal light, if you press and hold the brake, you'll feel a haptic vibration. You see that H pop on. Now what should happen is I should be able to press and hold it again and it pop off. Then I'll put it in neutral, press and hold. Now I got the neutral hold. Clutch is a little far off the bars for me, so it's going to take some getting used to. They may be adjustable, I don't know, I have to go take a look. That'd be nice to have it a little closer to the bar when it engages. That's just personal preference. Pretty quiet exhaust. I mean, it's got a little throaty sound, but it's typical for stock, especially out here in California. We don't get to have all the cool stuff. We have to wait and put it on and are very limited and all that stuff, which kind of sucks, but it's part of the gig, I guess, for having the ability to ride for most every day every year. Seat's real comfortable, nice and padded around the sides. Don't feel like it's jamming or whatever. It's got good lower back support in your tailbone. Super cushy. So may not need to change the seat out right away. Could probably focus on a few other things that I am thinking I want to do to it. But man, just a nice riding bike. The agility on it is super good. I mean, just very well balanced and leans right in real good. Can't wait to get it on some twisties to see how it locks in. But there you go. That's the initial part of it here. I'm about to my meeting, so maybe I'll do a little bit more talking when I head on way back, but hopefully I don't get rained on. I will share it if I do, just because, you know, it's funny, ironic, but anyway. we're back on the road now. Everyone loved the bike, so that's cool. Did notice that I do have some rubbing right down there where those vent hoses go. It's hitting the cowling, so I got to reroute those and see if I can fix that problem, because definitely don't like that leaving black marks on the back of my cowling. Everybody enjoyed seeing the bike and got to get up close and take a look at everything, because many folks haven't seen it in person yet because they're hard to get to at the dealers. So that was neat to see everybody excited about it. The riding position is good on this thing. I don't feel like I need to immediately change my bars out. Like I said before, the only thing is the angle of the grips and the way that they go. I'm not a big fan of that. They're a little bit down and kind of out a little bit, which is not what I'm used to, but we can adjust that once we look at what bars and things like that are available. We're starting to see different exhaust systems coming up and shocks to change the front shocks out to where you can get to those and adjust them and set everything. So looking forward to see all the new stuff that's coming. Definitely cruised it right along without any issue. Still feel like I have power in it when I need to goose it to get out of the way or to get into free area. So definitely like the 121. Still got the same throaty response and its favorite area between the 3,500 and 4,000 RPM range, just like the 117s. My Road Glide ST and my Lowrider ST get very responsive and very throaty and beefy when you hit that 3,500 RPM range. So this seems to be the same thing. Let's test it out a little bit right here. 3,500 band, very responsive, very hungry at that range. Seating position is nice, very comfortable. When I have my lowrider or my Road Glide ST, I felt like I had to get longer boards, which is why I went with the Traction adjustables, which is a great product. These I don't feel like I need to. Feels like they got it kind of configured just right. They're high quality boards and passenger rear pegs. Everything matches with the slight little edge cut on them, which is really neat. When I shut that vent, I feel a little more buffeting on my helmet. If we open it back up, a little less buffeting because it lets that pass through air. And again, with those vents in the front that used to close, because they put that guard down here and blocks that, it redirects that air a little bit so you don't feel it like flying up and bouncing off the tank. On my next video, when I get into doing a full walk around and taking a look and going through the settings and configurations and things like that, we'll cover a little bit more on all the specifications. They've been plastered all over the internet, so I'm not really going to get into a lot of that. It's all over Harley's website, and different people have done that before they actually release these, so it's pretty available. I'm more concerned with, you know, as a rider and a Road Glide ST owner, you know, what's the difference between that and a CVO? Is it worth it? Is the enhancements that they've done on this bike worth spending that extra money? And the redesign, you know, is it beneficial? Is it positive? Does it help the rider experience? That's kind of what I want to cover on that. And so far, I gotta say, it's a big difference and I enjoy it. I could get on this and go on a 500-mile run and not have any qualms about it at all. Very, very comfortable. Got some good crosswind because of this storm coming in. Look at those palm trees bending. This cuts through it just nice. I don't have a lot of whipping. I don't feel like I'm leaning real hard even with the big gusts. It stays pretty stable, so unexpected test, but very nice to see. Very nice balance on this, even going at slow speeds. That's impressive. And I love the fact that you can see that I know what gear I'm in, even if I'm not in gear, where in previous setups you had to be clutch out and operating to see what gear you're in. So I like the fact that they show that. I wish they had an outside temperature gauge on this. I haven't found one yet, but I haven't played with it, so we'll see if that works out and if it shows. But that would be nice to have an outside temp. My Rocket has it, and I really like that. I really like having that visible. The controls are nice. I don't feel like I'm reaching or stretching for anything. Normally, you know, when they change something up like that, you got all these different things, but I don't have any problem hitting any of the buttons in the current bar position or grip position, so that's good. I was a little concerned with that with this big old knuckle configuration, kind of like the Pan America has. But as I'm riding, I've been able to hit just about everything that I'm wanting to look at and see. And I like the fact that the high beams are up here with this switch, and then I can just push down and flick it and are able to flash someone. And the horn is right here with this turn signal, which is great. Having it over here previously or up above was a pain. It was a hard reach to hit. So I really like that redesign of that. And did I mention how much I love the fact that the hill hold works in neutral? Just want to bring that up again. Thank you, Harley. Keep forgetting this heel shifters here. It's kind of an odd feeling to lift up and throw my foot up on it. Oh, so nice to be on a Road Glide again. That's all I'm gonna say. One reference I will make to that whole being on a Road Glide feeling is on previous versions, both the Special and the Road Glide ST, even with the stock bars, it felt very wheelbarrow-ish, like it was just there. And when I put my factory 47s on, the ST, even though I love the bars, they were just really, really wide, and it felt like, you know, I was just having a hard time getting the turns. I could do it, no problem, was able to shit and get just fine. It just felt, I noticed, really wide. When I put the Thrashins on there, it felt really good, and I was able to have a lot more in control of the bike, and it felt like it was a smaller bike. With these bars, I'm noticing that I don't feel wheelbarrow-ish, and I don't feel like they're out too far, and I don't feel an urgent rush to go right out and change them out, like, oh my god, this hurts my back, it hurts my wrist, I don't like it, it's uncomfortable, arm height's too low. They did a great job with these stock. I mean, they're flimsy, but they did a great job with these stock to where you're not going to have to run right out. At least you can sit there and enjoy the bike for a little bit while you plan on what you want to do, and in this case let manufacturers develop things for these bikes because they don't have much yet, and I'm sure they're going to. So as you know, the turn grips off and on is the button. 1, 2, 3, none. So I must have bumped it or somebody pushed it. I'm guessing none is off. I'll read on that and let you know. The rear shocks are better, that's for sure. I still would recommend getting new shocks for it. I haven't adjusted anything other than it was from the factory, so I don't know if maybe because my fat ass is on them, it just needs to be a little bit more stiffer. But I will say it's comfortable and it's better than the ST, but I could definitely see needing a nice pair of shocks on there to improve that. Won't know about the front until we get in there and start doing twisties and things like that, so we'll see. Alright guys, well that concludes our maiden test run for the Homecoming, and we'll have more videos coming up. But like, subscribe, give me your feedback, comments, you know I like them all. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any other questions you want me to cover in different videos, and I appreciate you guys coming along for the trip. Be good humans. See you on the next one.